Did you know that 26% of writers stop writing because they feel like they don't have enough free time? And I know we're all super busy and I know we're all struggling to fit writing into our schedule, but I also want to ask you, how much free time do you think you need in order to write your book? Could you look at your calendar and find 2 hours a week where you might get up a little earlier, maybe you stay up a little later, or maybe you take out of your Netflix binge time and use some of that to work on your novel? I think that a lot of new writers think that they need huge blocks of time to write their book, that they need to go escape to a cabin in the woods and then they'll finish their novel. But the reality is, most authors carve time out of their existing schedule in bits and pieces. And some of us are lucky enough to have that time every day, and some of us need to maybe write 2 times a week, once a week, 3 times a week, whatever it is for you that works with your schedule, and accepting that that's okay. Because here's the thing, once you carve out time in your schedule for novel writing and be really specific about it, say, I'm going to work on my novel on Friday evenings from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Then you've set aside that time and you said, this is novel time. And if you stick to that, then you won't feel guilty about not working on your novel all the other times of the week. And you'll feel good that you sat down and you used that time to work on your novel. And I know many of you are of the neurodivergent flavor and that kind of consistency might not work for you. So maybe it's 2 hours a week somewhere in the week, but the more you can stick to something like this, I promise you, the more likely you are going to sit down and write with intention and finish your dream book. So audit your schedule. See where you might be able to carve out an hour, 2 hours. Maybe it's a total of 2 hours a week. That is enough, and stick to it. And if you miss a week, jump back in the next week. It's totally fine. But if you don't do that and you just think, oh, maybe sometime, and you leave it really vague and you leave it really open-ended, you're probably not going to sit down and work on your book. So put it on your calendar, make it non-negotiable, and I promise you, you will finish your book. And if you are having some trouble figuring out that time, I help my clients stay on track and stay accountable and give them professional guidance and feedback as they write their novels. I am currently booking for one-on-one coaching as well as filling my nonfiction writing incubator, the drafting room. If you're curious about working with me, send me a DM or leave a comment below.